I'm pretty sure you have listened to this song, and this is a song that is extremely romantic, and it could be cheesy, but a cheesy in a great way. It's one of my favorite tracks, actually, and OMD has that amazing vibe. And two different sides of the coin, like on the first part of OMD was a little more experimental, more avant-garde, then you have the commercial side of it. And there's a reason why, and I'm gonna tell you the story behind the song Secret by Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark. So here we have the album Crush, that is a release from 1985, and it includes amazing songs. Actually, another one of my favorite ones, that is So in Love, that is right here, followed by Secret. And as you can see even in the cover, this is like kind of like very, it shows like something very mellow, romantic, a little bit obviously reminiscence of the 50s, that the 80s actually was, they were influenced by the 50s, like maybe like today a lot of people, young people, are influenced by the 80s. There is a reason why this album actually has all these hits, and it's because they were being pressured by the record label to come up with something less avant-garde and more commercial, more pop. And they bring the producer Stephen Hague, that he worked with the Pet Shop Boys prior to the production of this album. He is a hit maker, and he worked and made this album a huge success. So Secret, and basically this album was like a breakthrough the band. And Secret actually is a song that had another conflict, because in the same period of time, Hollywood was hiring them to compose another song, that is If You Live, the soundtrack actually of the movie Pretty in Pink by John Hughes. This song was so good that even in the radio stations, they didn't care, and they were like, you know, I'm gonna play this track. So they play both songs simultaneously on the radio, even if the record label said like, no, I'm investing all my money in the soundtrack of the film Pretty in Pink. They didn't care, and they were right. It's an amazing song. When you have an amazing track and they tell you not to play it, obviously you're gonna go and play it. And this track, as you can see in the video clip, I don't know if you've seen the video clip, and I remember that clearly. That's the first time that I listened to this track. It starts with like footage, like almost from the 50s, and this young couple, very young, like 11 years old, falling in love. Time goes by. Even if the years went by, they find out that they're still in love. There's a relationship in the video clip played by one of the members of the band, and they basically, the woman decides to come back, and the couple basically accepts that. It's like, okay, you're in love. This is your all-time love. It's fine. He took it so well. If you can see the video clip, he just goes away and it's like, okay, go with your forever love. I'm gonna reimagine this track using my Moog Minimoog Model D. I'm gonna be using also the Moog Voyager to make some of the sounds, and I'm gonna change a little bit. I am gonna use also Logic Pro for some other parts, and I have to tell you that this track, actually I did it before. This was a cover that I did during the pandemic with another friend of mine that lives in Mexico, Arevalowski. I call him like that. So he played actually the drums in that, because we were so bored being in the pandemic, like many of you, as you probably could remember. And we came up with this track, but I'm re-recording things because I use a different approach for the track. I'm keeping the MIDI files, and I'm going to show you what I did. Let me know in the comments what are your thoughts about this song. What do you think about OMD? What's your favorite track? Is this your favorite track, or do you prefer some of the more experimental tracks? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for liking and subscribing. It means actually the world to me, because that's the way that keeps me, you know, motivated to making more videos like this. And let's begin. Okay, so we are gonna record the bass, and for this I'm using my Moog Minimoog Model D. Okay, so now we're gonna record the melody of the track that is after the chorus, that I think it makes a lot of sense and it's a really nice part. And we have our melody here. For the choir part or pad sound that sounds like a choir, I'm using the Mellotron. I know that they use a Fairlight for this. I'm just using more the blend, more to go to the voice choir with a tiny bit of female choir. So you can see here is at 25. So let's say we're going to record something. That's kind of too much. So that's where tone is 57. With a little bit of bright. Actually, I'm going to leave it at 53 and I think we can just record. Now let's go with the plugins, and for the slap bass I'm using the Mayday bass on the Sculpture BST. And that's it. I added a little bit of overdrive because I like it to be a little, like dirty. Then we have the FM short SQ. This is a sampler, and I added a little bit of reverb, a little bit of overdrive, and also EQ. I think we can put our song together. The drums are actually played by Arevalowski. And this is it. So let me know in the comments what are your thoughts about this, if you have any questions or any comments about this song. So let's put it together and see how it sounds. thank you so much for watching, and I hope you like this reimagination of the track. And as I always say, this is not an exact recreation. I'm using my tools to get the vibe of the track using my synths and BSTs in this case with Logic Pro. Let me know if you like this approach using both DAW and hardware to make this reimagination of this track. And what else you would like to hear? I know I have a huge list, and actually this was part of your suggestions, so keep sending me tracks to recreate and to reimagine, because I love and also hear and go back to the tracks that you share with me. So thank you so much for watching, and you're going to be able to download the stems as always on Patreon. So if you want to become a member, I will highly appreciate it. Is now I reduced the fee to $3 a month, which is, I think, not too much for to get all the stems of these tracks. You're gonna get a set of stems raw and with effects every week, pretty much. Sometimes I might skip one, but you're always gonna get something. So I hope again you like this recreation. Let me know about your thoughts, and see you in another nostalgic exploration.